My own phone just alerted to me that my show is starting. So thank you, phone. So hi. It's my show, everybody. Welcome to Freethinkers Fireside. If you come here to hang, we're just hanging tonight. I have no plan. So, hi,
Hi, I'm on time this time.
Kelly. Yes, I am so glad you're here, though, because we haven't hung out in a while. So I'm excited. How are you doing? Tell the people who you are. Just introduce yourself. You might as well.
For those who don't know me, because I'm still a small content creator, I am Kelly King. First thing about me is I'm the lead affiliate for Black Nonbelievers of Metro Detroit. I am newly elected board member treasurer
Oh,
for Michigan Atheist, and I am also starting my own channel under my moniker Detroit Atheist Queen. So
awesome.
like
Good
and
for you. I
subscribe
didn't
on that
know
too.
you're now a board member. Wow.
Yeah, well, I
Oh.
was appointed a board member earlier this year, end of last year, but then I officially became elected
I see. Okay,
for
I'm going to take
treasurer
a quick
this year.
moment and hardwire my internet because I don't know if it's your internet or mine, but it's a little choppy. So I'm just going to hard mine. So I'll be right back.
Okay,
So, entertain the people for like 30 seconds.
okay. So who's here and who would like to join in
I don't know
on
who's
our
here. When Matt Pig's supposed to show up, he said he would. Robbie, he said he would be here, and then whoever shows up, I don't know. I was like, I'm having a stream tonight. If you want to come by, come by. So
yeah.
we'll
So
find
if
out.
you're here, if you want to join us, you're more than welcome. If you want to just join in the chat, that's fine too. We're just trying to hang out and have fun during this Black Friday night, and I'm happy I have until Monday off. So I am going to. So tomorrow, if you happen to be here and watching,
Hi,
uh,
on cheer.
and you're in the Michigan area, we are having our Friendsgiving tomorrow, starting at 5:30.
I did. There we go. Sorry, my internet rebooted. We're fine now.
So you have good taste like myself, huh?
uh,
Similar glasses in mine.
oh, okay. Oh, okay. Fur. Have I been seeing it wrong all this time? Now I'm ashamed. I'm sorry.
Hi, Scott.
Scott's here. Hi, honey.
It seems
How you
like
doing?
Amber's having a stream as well. It's
Scott,
so
I
hot
was just
tonight.
talking to a couple of my friends about our D&D campaign and how my artificer has an obsession with an axe. Um, so it's been a good time. So okay, Kelly, I saw you on Ember's channel this morning, and I
Yes.
did not know the origin of Black Friday. So
I didn't
so
either.
I know. I was really
I thought it
surprised.
was a
I was like,
capitalist
holy
thing.
shit. So yeah, I did not. Well, okay, I kind of gave into the capitalism because I bought medical marijuana because they're having Black Friday sale, but I did not give any money to Amazon. So there's that. So
So support a local business, though.
it's a business. It's a small business.
Support.
It's for small
Support.
businesses. Buy from Amazon.
Well, I did support a bigger company because we do adopt a family.
Oh yeah.
So, well, through the big three, company does that, and so we had to go shopping for our child.
Oh.
So we
Well,
did.
that's nice.
So
That we'll let that slide. um, And that's nice. It's just, I mean, like the holidays are coming up, and it's nice to be nice. So that's cool. I'm not gonna poo on that.
Yeah.
So
So I
it's
did
hard
not go
though
shopping
because like
for selfish reasons.
yeah,
Wanted to make sure that a young child, unfortunate, was able to enjoy their Christmas this year.
exactly. I mean, we shouldn't live in a society where children don't get presents, but we live there. So,
Yeah.
um, like there was a there like at the beginning of the school year they have like a backpack drive,
Yeah.
and school supply, like basically backpacks and notebooks and stuff, and I'm just like, okay, like this is just silly. The fact that education supplies can't even be afforded by families, and some of that stuff is not super expensive, but it is a problem that we're like facing, that the fact that basic needs, um because school supplies are a basic need. Your kids need supplies to go to school, and they kind of want new thing, and I don't blame kids for wanting new things. They want to pick out their own backpacks. They don't want to like go to like a thrift store. They want, they, and I get that. I totally do, because like I raised kids that went to school. but um but it's just frustrating to me that we live in a society that like we have to do drives during Christmas and at the beginning of the school year and at Thanksgiving for people to have a Thanksgiving meal. Like scarcity just it's not my fear. It was not the topic I wanted to talk about, but it just came up. So now I'm bitching about it.
Yeah, with me, it's so hard because you get families that have to decide, am I going to pay for my medication? Am I going to buy food? Because I remember I was relatively had a easy life as a child. My
Hmm.
father was an executive with General Motors, and my mom was a teacher. So I didn't understand what it felt like to struggle. But I can remember when I branched off and became grown, it was not that easy. So you
No,
have to be like,
no.
okay, I'm gonna pay for light bill, part of gas bill, part of electric bill because you
Yep.
couldn't afford to pay them both.
Well, that's the reality. Like I've been there, and like I'm probably gonna be there again soon because I have to have surgery at some point, and I'm gonna be out of work for about 4 weeks. I'm gonna have to borrow against my PTO for next year. No, actually, I'll probably have it in the new year, so I won't have. I can just take. I'm gonna figure out how to make it work. But do I want to borrow against my PTO? And at the beginning of the year, no, I have atheist conferences I want to go to.
Yeah, me too.
now
Hopefully
I
we can
gotta make
connect.
now I gotta make choices.
Yeah, 2019, I had to take off about 6 months
Wow.
because I had to have surgery and other things of that sort. So when I came back to work, I had nothing in my savings, and I still had young children and things of that sort. So it was hard.
Yeah, I don't know how anybody does it anymore. I just don't, unless you're like filthy fucking rich, or you have like, I'm lucky I have other support systems in my life. Like I have my husband and my roommate and my child that live with me, and we're all adults. So there is a little bit of that support, but that puts more strain on them, the fact that I'm going to be out of work. Um, so and things get tighter. And I even when you have four incomes coming in, it's still a struggle, and it's not like we live extravagantly or anything like that. I drive a 2009 Toyota Yaris named Latoya, and I love her. But she's a beater. um, she's looked better. I would love to get a new car, and I do need to get a new car at some point, but that's another expense I have to think about, and how I'm going to afford it, and everything else. And I don't, I like it. I'm just like, those are the things you got to think about, and it's just hard.
Like what
I
Aunt here
agree.
says.
I agree on
Also, yeah.
Jur. on for juror.
Mhm.
It sounds weird. I'm trying to say juror, and I've been saying juror for years, and now you correct me. Now I'm so paranoid, Jenna. But yeah, nobody should do foreign incomes to survive. That's insane. Well, listen, Scott. We all thought we were going to be a wealthy country, and then they said no. Scott, you can come hang out. I can give you link if you want to
Yeah.
come hang out with me and Kelly. Just slide in my DMs and
Come,
send you a link.
come,
Yeah,
join in.
Jenna, you can also come hang out. Like, I'm just
Come in, come on, come all. It's only rich
oh the
for
cake.
certain
Oh the
people.
cake. The cake me Bree was missing.
Yeah, I
Just
was trying to
came
figure out.
from when I visited Bree in August, and you don't. That's all you need to know about the cake.
See, my thought process is always in the gutter with that. So
Oh, you're not wrong.
okay, okay.
You are not wrong.
Hey, put the accent on that cake.
That's on the cake. Yeah. She told it was um it was really sweet because she told me I had a mom bod, and it's not usually an expression I hear used for women very much, like dad bods. But she's like, you have a really hot mom bod, and I was like, oh, I was all like flattered. I was like, oh, okay. So I got embarrassed. I thank you, Scott. You're wonderful. Yeah,
And
just
hopefully next year we can see each other again in person.
I know.
I really enjoyed spending time with you guys.
I know it was
this
really,
year.
I'm so
Then
glad that I
last year.
got to meet you and you did come because it was a really good time. And now you're part of my life, which is great. So
Well, thanks to Kelly Laughlin that happened because I was not going to show up, but he kind of peer pressured me.
Oh, did he volunteer you?
Yeah, volunteer told me. Yeah.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
How did you meet Kelly?
The Arkansas protest.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice. I didn't know. Oh, yeah. I forgot he went to the Ark Encounter protest.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That was one thing I could not go to. I had to make choices.
Oh yeah.
So basically, I decided to go to the back cruise instead of the Ark Encounter, and I'm either going to go to John Gleason and Casey's conference in Alabama because that's only a drive, or NanoCon, or both. I don't know. So we'll find out what Helen's going to do for 2026. So
I know I do it'll be a second revival of reason that Black non-believers gives in March.
nice.
Late March. I do that. Part of Black non-believers. I like to support that, of course. Then I always do the BNC con. Those are two things that I always do. Yes. Other things are as I feel. I try to make it as many things as I want because I have the days to take off, and I might as well take them off and do something that I want to enjoy.
Right.
Now, also this year, Candace Gorham and Deanna Williams will be getting married. I would definitely be there. So that is one thing. I will not miss those. There's 3 events next year that I know I'm going to do. Everything else is a possibility.
I know I'm going to make it through at least one. I also have to go home and I always go up to see my family in August or either Labor Day or Memorial Day. Usually Labor Day. No, actually, I'm going to go up in August because my brother has. I went this past August. My brother had like a really big party at his house, and I got to see a lot of relatives I hadn't seen in years, and it was really great. So I told my oldest, I was like, you should come with me next year, and I want to bring up the husband. So we're going to do that. So we'll do that in August, and then I'll figure out like 1 or 2 conferences. I like to do at least 1 a year, maybe 2. If ideally I would like to do 2, but I'm not sure I'll be able to do it.
Yeah,
because it's just a matter of finances and time off, and though since John and Casey's is so close because it's only in Alabama. And it's only like a 5 to 6 hour drive. Like that one's relatively easier for me to do than some of the other ones that are in other places in the country. Because it's not just like you go to you got to pay for food and a hotel and gas and all the things. So, you know, it gets a little pricey. So I had to like also budget.
Yeah, that's why I like the Airbnb we had picked. It was reasonably priced, enough space for everybody. And
Well, the thing is, I'm gonna find out who's going, and then we can all get like wherever we're going. I'm gonna just find out what all my other. What conference are you going to? Hey, we should get an Airbnb, which is always more cost effective for everybody. If you're gonna travel, if you're gonna have a bunch of friends, get an Airbnb.
Yeah, more than likely I will be going to that as well.
Yeah. So, other than atheist conferences and stuff, like what else? So, what do you have doing in the Detroit area for Black non-believers?
We have a combined Friendsgiving that I mentioned earlier tomorrow at 5:30. Hanging out, we're going to a Mexican restaurant and a burlesque show after that.
You went to a burlesque show? Is that what you said?
No, this is what we're doing tomorrow.
Oh, you're going to go Mexican and then a burlesque. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
that'll be for our
Burlesque show.
Friendsgiving. That really rocks, yes. We have so much.
I didn't really think about it until you said something.
I mean, they do have cameras there, but I don't. Hopefully, they're not in the
bedrooms or the bathrooms.
bathrooms. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I didn't really think about it, to be honest. Like I didn't. I've stayed at several Airbnbs.
Yeah.
So it's not something I normally think about. And I mean, you know, like I hope you're not watching me take a shower, go to the bathroom. That's rude. I would assume that was be in public areas, that it wouldn't be like in private areas because that'd be a violation of privacy to a certain degree, especially with nudity and sexual acts and stuff. So, you know, I hope that, you know, they wouldn't put in areas where that type of stuff would happen. So I don't think anything, like I didn't really think about when we went to Texas. I didn't really think about it. I was just like, we'll just get an Airbnb. It'll be great. So,
but then Sally, if you look at it, it could happen anywhere that you stay at, not your own place.
True. Yeah.
Hotels, timeshares, whatever. It's always a fear.
I think that if someone wants to be a terrible person and they're going to go through all kind of nefarious shit to be a terrible person, they're just going to be a terrible person.
Yeah.
Do I find it gross? Of course I find it gross, but I don't want anyone to do that to me. But I also that's a risk, you know?
Yeah. I've seen some where they had like a two-way mirrors and stuff in the bathroom and cameras behind there. So you never can be sure.
Yeah.
Especially scary being a female. But that's always going to be the case. You can never be too careful. But I can't not do things for fear. That means I won't do anything at all.
I mean, I think it's more like I'm more like more than cameras. Like I'm more worried about like the AI stuff, especially with like revenge porn and that type of bullshit. Like that's the type of stuff that I'm more worried about. But yeah, I agree, Jenna, like about the new fear of like, you know, somebody watching you on a camera, like not great, but like I think the new fear is like the new AI. Like it kind of gives me the Wiggins.
I don't remember the 90s scandal. Ooh.
Nice go Moto 6 sitting at the air technically was Leon for you. I did not remember that from the 90s.
I don't remember that either.
And we're all the same generation. Like I missed that.
Me too. I know I saw
The
this.
1990s Motel 8.
What do you call that?
Is it Motel
Current
6?
Affairs, that
Motel
TV
6.
show?
What show?
Current Affairs. They
Current
had
Affairs?
something about hidden. They had stuff about the hidden cameras on different hotels and stuff like that years ago.
See, like I miss all this shit. Oh, in the 1990s, Motel 6 did install security cameras, but typically they were limited to common areas like parking lots
Oh,
and lobbies, not inside individual rooms.
Inside
Because there was
Edition.
an
Thanks,
increase in
Andrea.
CCTV use. Okay, all right. Okay, yeah, okay. It was the keep an eye on thing. And okay, all right. I didn't. Okay, on the Inside Edition, a recent Netflix documentary about it. Oh, okay. Inside Edition. Okay,
Okay.
all right.
It was a current
Now I have
affair.
to go
It was
look at
Inside
stuff.
Edition. I remember that.
Wow. Did that come
But if
along
you
with
still
when
here,
we started doing
BlueSky,
more CCTV, like in the 90s? Like that just become a thing where more people were like being more evasive at that time? Because granted, like Big Brother's watching us all the fucking time now. So
I remember years ago, I worked for this office building, and I was part of security, head of security, and so we had to monitor the screens, stuff like that. Many people did not know that we had cameras in certain areas, and I got to see some things that I should have not seen. I'll just say that
you saw some things
that I should
that
have
you
not
didn't want to
seen.
see. Of course you
I
did.
didn't say I didn't want to see it. I'm just saying I shouldn't have seen it.
Oh, okay, all right.
Certain coworkers did not know that I could see what they were doing with each other.
Like, is it spying if the camera's already there? Like,
Sometimes I'd be like, "Hey, you know I can see you, right? There's a camera up there. There's a camera up there looking at you. You better stop what you're doing right now."
I like there. Like I always like whenever I'm out in public, I'm just good. I'm just always assuming there's a camera. Like I'm just naturally assuming like there's a camera, and if I act the fool, and I get it, I get a camera, and somebody captures that footage, I'm like, shame on me.
It was one. It was called Caught on Camera.
Oh
So they
really?
were showing the different places that cameras were that people didn't realize, such as stadiums where people were trying to do adult things, and the cameras caught them like doing football games and stuff like that on the bus, trains, people not knowing, and they're
Wait,
doing these
okay,
adult
like
things.
not
It's
privately,
like
like on the bus, like floating around on
they're
a
thinking
bus.
that they're thinking that they're in the back.
In the back of
Nobody's over there. Nobody can see them, but there's really a camera watching them.
oh, see, this is why, like we say that private things are done in private spaces. So, like if you're that horned up, if you're that horned up that you started fooling around on a bus, I'm worried about you. It's like you can't wait to get to your destination to like fool around. Like you have to do it, and also on a bus,
Yeah, I'm just saying it was like bus,
there's
train,
nothing
different
about a bus.
subway. And you like what?
Like there's nothing that induces like any sort of sexual desire about a bus. Like
Yeah,
not for me. I don't know people like to have sex on buses or fool around. It's not my thing.
and it was funny how like many times like security would get them. Sometimes they let them even do what they were doing, but the security would come after them and would tell them to come with them and would show them the video and would have to arrest them for a decent exposure.
Oh, see there you go. See the don't fuck on buses, people. If you take anything away from Freethinkers Fireside is don't have sex on buses. Public transport.
Oh, let's get off this. Let's get off this conversation. This is silly.
Well, you would think, but the thing is, though, apparently people need to know that they shouldn't have sex on public transport. Like, you would think that it's not a conversation that you had to have, but guess what? So, I feel like that I'm just offering that advice for free to the masses. Don't have sex on public transport. You heard it here.
Hey,
Quote me.
do what you like. I don't know, but personally, for me, I'm not saying I would do something like that, but I'll in the past I like the thrill of doing something, not getting caught, but almost getting caught.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand like
Like if somebody catches us, we are big shit, but it's fun.
I get the for me in the king scene and stuff like the semi-public, but usually that's like at a sex club or like it's not done in like we're in like a shopping mall or something like that because that's weird. Like I'm like okay, I'm like because I'm always thinking about like are there going to be children about? That's another thing I'm always concerned about too. But that's just me, like worrying about
Yeah,
like being caught. Like I get the thrill, I do, but again, I'm concerned about. Hi, Ambush. Hi, honey.
can you
You
join us?
yes. Are you gonna join us? I don't know if
I'll be working.
probably. You could join us, honey. I can send you the link. We need more friends. We need more friends.
Yeah. Oh, he's at work. Well, at least you're making that money. I need a loan. You're working a lot of hours.
Yeah, you want to give us money? Even though Seth just started working again, we'd be like, hey, man, like, I want some green. Nice.
You have to pay to be our friend. Initiation, friendship fee.
We're part of the friendship circle where you can give us money. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, my goodness. I'm dying. It's like 62 degrees. It's like, no, it's in the 50s outside right now. I'm dying in my house and I'm debating opening a window, but then I'll get cold. So I'm just gonna.
I don't know what it is. It's cold in here. It's like 30 something here.
Yeah, well, I live in Florida, so when it gets down, it was 60. It was 67 today. I had to wear a long sleeve shirt and put on a hoodie this morning, and it's about 56 right now. You know, this is about as cold. It sometimes gets down into like the low 40s, higher 30s in Florida once in a while. It has happened. So, I moved to the south for a reason. Is it terrible here? Yes, but the weather's nice.
That's what my daughter says. I'm tired of snow and cold.
Yeah, I grew up with snow. I don't know. Are you? But you're up in Detroit though. You like I would assume that you. How bad are the winters in Detroit?
Ooh, it could be bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Not as I would say this. I'm glad I don't live in Upper Peninsula. Those winters are treacherous.
Yeah. Well, when we thought we were going to lose our house a couple of years, Kelly was like, "Hey, you can come live with me. You can come live with me. Like this is me and my husband." And I was like, "Awesome," but no, because it was like going to be like a last. We have no other recourse because of Norway, Michigan, and he's like, "Oh, it gets like really, really cold," and and the wind chills and stuff, and I was like, I left New Hampshire for the whole point that I didn't want to be in the winter anymore. And
Upper Peninsula is beautiful. It is beautiful, plain beautiful, but no,
yeah,
it's a place I'll go visit for the summer. It's like a lot of skiing there. That's wonderful, but not to live there.
okay, all right, I understand. I know. Oh, van life. Okay, all right. Seth, if you live closer, I would offer you a couch. I don't want you living in your van, but I get it. But I hope that you find a residence, a safe place soon. So,
Yes, exactly. I wish I could do more.
I know. I like that's the thing about like having so many people in your life that need help. That you're just like I'm like I can only do so much.
Exactly. Yeah, I have a situation with my youngest and helping them as
I'm gonna
well.
give Seth. I'm gonna give you thoughts and prayers for you to find a place. Thoughts and prayers. I'm gonna pray to Bob the Wonder Toes for you to get a place to live. So 50-50 chance. So I don't see the flying spaghetti monster. Bob the Wonder Toes is my
Thoughts and
patron
prayers
god.
are the best.
I'm like, he's my patron god. He toasted for your sins, okay? Tots and pears, tots and pears, tots and pears. I know. It is frustrating though because like I do always want to actually do something, but like I don't always know what to do other than like, hey, can you support? You can support Ambition Posse's content. Do that, and then he'll get monetized, and then he can have more money. So do that, people.
Monetize you too. It's a sin in the, but people say sin in the shame while you're not
I need
monetizing it.
500. You need 500 subscribers to get monetized. I'm at 156, I think. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how many people I get. No, I get more than that. I
Let me
have.
see how many
I
you
have
have.
259 subscribers. It's been sitting at 259 for about a week. My channel is a year old. And I usually put out content every week. I'm a very like this whole space that we're in is a very niche market. Because we're talking about like progressive atheist like social justice shit all the time and science education and the shit show that we live in a country right now. I like because we've gone past the the philosophy questions, about like, is there a God and, and deconstruction and all this stuff. Like we're way beyond that. We're in this very specific space that I understand that like I am a unique flavor and not everybody's into my flavor. Cause like if I was trying to make money off of this, oh no. I have a job. Like I always say, if I can make enough money to to pay for my Streamlabs account, that's $27 a month. I'm fine. Everything else, like if I start like I like if I was looking to do this for extra income, if I was looking to do something for extra income, it would not be YouTube. Yeah.
Just fun.
Yeah, but I do this and like because basically I'm like I know a lot of really great people and you guys in the community always connect me with really great people. Like I gotta get like Chad Harris. I'm gonna have him on. I gotta DM him and get him scheduled.
Cool.
I'm trying not to I'm trying to probably for the next month. I'm just gonna do streams though. Like I'm not gonna schedule a show only because like the other night, I'm gonna do a stream. No, you're not. The fuck you are. And today I actually felt good, so I was like, I'll do a stream tonight. Just because my my reproductive system is staging a rebellion. It's pissed off at me for some reason. So
yeah, that's one thing with me is that when it comes to, and I got a little down, but a few people and I know it happens, but I felt personally attacked because two people that I wanted to have on said yes and then recently didn't change their mind. And I know things happen, but I just was like, woe is me. Maybe I should give up on the streaming. Because
no, I don't know.
what am I supposed to do?
Just go on even if nobody showed up tonight, I'd probably be on for like an hour, see who stopped by, and just chit chatted for an hour, because like I do want to keep I still want eyes on my content and the way the algorithm works. So like we don't only put out so much. If you're not trying to go live or uploading at least once a week, the algorithm will be like, fuck off. So
yeah,
that's the thing. It's like having this is the thing about like when you're monetized too, like you have to think about that all the time. Like I don't have to think about the algorithm. I'm like, because people that want to watch my content will watch my content. Oh, you know what was really weird though? I'm talking about weird stuff. So I have my Facebook page for my channel, and I don't do any of my memes, any of that stuff. I just do that on my regular channel, you know that, on my regular page. But this woman, I asked for guests, and she's like, I'll be a guest, but what is your channel and what do you do and what kind of content? I'm like, why would you want to be on somebody's channel if you know? I'm like,
I saw that comment. I was like, what the?
I was like,
the F?
I'm like, girl, like, why? Like, why would you ask to be I'm like, and I'm like, and if I'm saying like, hey, be on my channel and you might be interested, wouldn't you go look at my content and see if that's content that you or like you like my person? It doesn't even have to be like what my content is, like just if you see like somebody's personality.
Yeah, somebody asked, who were you? I don't even know who you are.
I know,
and I'm looking at her like, how do you
not
know who she
page,
is?
man? Like,
I'm like, you don't know who she is.
Well, it's because it's my fan. It's just a fan page to promote the show. So I was like, anyone that wants to join, I'm like, unless I usually look at their page first. Like if you have like one common friend, I'm like, I don't. All right, that's weird. But if you know a bunch of people I know, then I'm like, yeah, you know, you're probably fine.
Yeah.
But I go, yes, because I'm like, yeah, obviously I want eyeballs on my content. But I'm like, why? But then I'm like, okay, then why did you even ask to be? And then like, well, my friend said this might be a good group to belong to. And I'm like, you make no sense. Like,
yeah, I saw their comment.
I agree. I agree with Seth. Yes. No one they don't know you and they should be on your channel because you're good people. Do you want me to yell at them? I'll yell at them.
Yes.
Should be my friend Kelly's channel.
I will message you later, but I was really disappointed.
If it's people I know, I'll definitely yell at them.
Like, well, they're going through some things right now, so I kind of understand.
Okay, all right. Like I would like
so
usually
it's still
like that,
my self doubt in myself.
Oh yeah, don't listen to that. It's the ADHD. It's the perceived rejection dysphoria talking to you. I have to remind myself of that a lot.
Yeah.
The like, oh, somebody said no to me, and then I start wondering if it's about me, and I'm like, and then I ask myself, I'm like, doesn't matter, Helen, really? And I'm like, well, they don't want to be on my channel. And then I'm like, well, not maybe if they don't want to be on your channel. But this is just scheduling.
Yeah. I remember being a child and funny was holiday time. So my mom would give us, me and my brother had a brother, and let's say 500 a piece to buy things. Because we got old enough, well, no, so Santa Claus, she would take us shopping before Christmas, but we couldn't use the stuff until after Christmas. So I would go around the store. And she always took us places like Hudson's, Jacobson, nice stores.
Oh, nicers. Okay.
Yeah, we never, when I was a child, I did not go inside the mall. We went into the department stores, and that was
Did you
it.
go to like the side ones that weren't part
Yeah.
of the main mall? Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
you go in, but we never went inside. The only time we go inside the mall was to go to another department store, but not to go. And I remember going in, looking at these clothes, and even as a child, I would always get stuff that was bargain, discount, because I'm like, wait a second, I want to get as many clothes as possible. So if I would look and see something that was outside of maybe the budget or something, I'd be like, this sweater is nice, this outfit. One thing I wanted to have when I was 8th grade was the something about my mic was
you've been
the
cutting out in and out a little bit.
Yada said that was the, hopefully I sound okay, was the, let me turn my headphones out.
Yeah, if it picks up on 2 microphones, it will pick up on the feedback.
Yeah.
So I made that mistake before. Now I can't hear you at all. Nope. Okay. She's gonna go out and come back in. I think that's what she said. Yeah, the imposter syndrome is like I know what it is, like the perceived rejection dysphoria, but it does feel like imposter syndrome. Okay, try again.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. You have words now.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So I just took
yes,
off
you
my
made it worse.
headphones. I might have to just get me another pair of these. Was a reasonably priced pair,
Mhm.
but not the best. So I wanted a pair of Guess overalls. Everybody
Mm.
had them, but
I had Guess
Guess,
jeans when I was growing up, so I
yeah,
know.
we're about the same age. I'm a couple years
Same age. We're
older, but
both
we're about the
48. We
same age.
all remember this shit.
So I wanted the
It was
Guess
better
overalls.
time.
But they were
Yes.
nicely paired. But I was so afraid that my mom was gonna say no that I did not ask her for those overalls. My brother didn't care. All he wanted was name brand anyway. When I uh, opened up Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
the overalls was in there. I didn't ask my mom. She
Aw.
saw me. She saw me look at those overalls, and for a long time, and I put them back. And
Aw.
she was watching me look at them,
That's
and
nice.
she was
That's a good
like,
story.
"I said, mommy, I said, how did you know?" She said, "I saw you. You would."
Oh.
I said, "I know. I didn't. I knew you were struggling. I didn't want to hurt you by getting these overalls." And I said, "That's when I knew you had to have them."
Aw. What a good mom. That's so nice.
She did some stupid stuff along the way too,
Well,
but that
that's
was
a parent. That's just a person. Like,
that was a good
listen,
thing, you know.
I told my kids, I'm like, listen, I'm like, you're gonna end up in therapy when you're an adult. I just don't want to be talked about that much. Like that was my goal. And I succeeded. So
Yeah.
you
But
still
even
talk
at
about
that
me. I just
age,
want to
I
be talked about
knew.
all the time.
But even at that age, I was afraid to ask for something, and I would go without or figure out how to do it on my own, even as a child, because I was afraid of the word no, and I shouldn't be, but I am, even now.
See, it was a nice story. Yeah, but I she was the one eyeing them. She was like, I want these. And it was like, but I think I think it's really, really sweet that your mom like recognized that. And like,
I
it's
loved them.
also too, like, we're kind of told, like, my mom grew up in the depression. Like my parents are products of the 30s. Like my mom, both of my parents were born in 32, so they have that post depression mindset when it came to money, until my dad started making like really good money, and then his ADHD impulse thing didn't shut off. And my mom was the financier in the house. Like my dad had his money to spend, and he give me like extra cash or whatever, but like all the bills was my mother. um that was her
Yeah.
job, because my dad also owned a business, so he did a lot of his own business expenses. Um so she did like the household income. But she would, even still, like when we would go shopping, she would not, she's like, we don't, unless you absolutely need it, or you're pretty like soon, you we go discounting, like,
Yeah.
we bought stuff like and we went thrift store shopping. I had like, and we could afford nicer things, but my mom's like, but we could get more things. And she's like, always look for sales, always she would do coupons and things like that, and that saving money mindset, even when they were a little bit more financially stable in the 80s and 90s. Because my father benefited for Reagan economics.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, my dad was a Republican pretty much until 2020, and he voted for Biden for the first time he
Wow.
ever voted Democrat in his life, because Trump was
Wow.
that bad. So
But yes, I love the overalls. I went to
yeah.
Catholic school, so when we had free dress, I got to wear my overalls to floss. One of my classmates had a pair of overalls too, like they did, because everybody.
So did you have like uniforms?
Yes, we had uniforms.
Okay, my
But
school
once in a
I
blue
didn't have.
moon, one in a blue moon, we had to wear the little plaid jumper, or when we got older, we could wear pants,
Ooh,
navy blue
pants.
pants,
How progressive.
navy blue pants. But that was only in junior high, the 7th, 8th grade.
Oh,
But the little kids could not.
I didn't have like we had a dress code, but I could wear like and we could wear jeans on Friday. But
No.
I would see we could wear jeans on Friday. We had a dress code, but we could pretty much wear what we wanted as kids.
No
So there was
uniforms.
definitely more dress code for girls than boys. I will say that.
It was like a gray and black type of plaid. Little
It's not
yellow.
even the fun plaid. Like
Yeah, no.
there's some really pretty plaids, but yeah, usually the school uniforms did not have the pretty plaids. They'd be like blue, dark blue and red, or like gray and black, or like
Yeah, mine was
blue and
gray and black,
black.
but
And
a little like strip of yellow in there somewhere.
yeah,
But no, it was not. No. So
yeah.
once every 6 months we had free dress.
I just well, like when my kids got into junior high, their particular school had a dress code, but it was just polo shorts. Everybody wore the exact same thing: polo shirt with the name of
Yeah.
the school on it and khaki pants. Everybody,
Yes.
or khaki shorts, but they
That's how
had
my
both.
kids
Everybody, boys and
were.
girls, down to your knees. Everybody. So because it's unisex, like you can't, like anyone can wear like a polo shirt, and then they also had a uniform for gym. So but that was
Yeah.
just a school,
That's how
like
my
that's
kids'
because
school was too.
it's just that the district where we were living in Sarasota at the time. So and it's a really really good junior high school. So like I'm like, you just wear uniforms, it's fine, just wear that. And I don't think it was, I think it was just a practical thing for the school. And then like you could buy like real cheap, like the uniforms other kids had, like, you know, the t-shirts, you know, over and over again. So
I remember one of my friends, their child, somebody gave them some nice, it was school pants, but they were a certain designer. And they said, no, you can't
Ooh.
wear these because these are designer pants. I can't think of what name of designer they were, but they were like a famous, like very expensive pants. And they could not wear them because they were
Because they're
designer
bougie.
pants. Yeah. And it was like, somebody gave me these pants for my kid to wear so they can have uniform, that you can't see they can't wear this brand? That's crazy.
Or they're being fucking nitpicky.
Yeah.
Or can you cut the tag out?
But yeah, that's crazy though. I'm so glad that my children are past school age. I don't know what I would do with this government and the school education taking away history, the proper history. Though growing up, I was taught a lot of whitewashing history as well. But luckily we had one, we got to high school, we did have African American history. But we learned more than what we learned in regular history. But it still wasn't what I'm learning now on Facebook.
Right. Yeah. I started learning more about like the dark underbelly when I got to high school, when they started talking about the Revolutionary War and what they, and Manifest Destiny, you know, what they did to the Native Americans. And then I ended up later learning more about the slave trade. Like we all knew it was bad, but you don't, like when you're a kid, it's like you just know that owning other people probably isn't the best. So you're taught that, and then you're taught like racism is bad, but there's like good people of color and bad people of color, and the bad people of color kind of deserve what happened to them, and blah blah blah. So it's like it's a very confusing message, but instead of just like everybody should just be treated like a person. So which is, you're not so like there was like definitely the stereotypes in the 90s that, you know, took me a while to deprogram from, but I did know enough that, you know, I thought, you know, everyone was a person. And and also like owning people were bad. But I didn't really understand till I got to college, and I had an American history professor that was like, we're going to go from the Revolutionary War to the Civil War, and guess what? You're not going to like a lot of it. And he went into more of like, we didn't like talking about the slave trade, talking about more about like what it costs for our nation to get started, and not like what you hear on the 4th of July. So, that type of stuff. And like I learned that many of our founding fathers were slave owners. I got to learn that in college. And I learn more now, especially knowing more people in the community and being more interested in our history. Like I want to know the dirty stuff. But now in school, like they don't even want to tell you the 4th of July stuff, you know?
But when you come and realize, what was this country founded on? The first Europeans that came over to this country were the criminals, the outcasts that came over, that threw away. Because you are not rehabilitated. We can't do anything with you. We're just going to exile you to this uninhabited, what we consider uninhabited country, away from us. So that's how it started off. Then it became religious persecution and them trying to find refuge. So from there, we have, so who are these people that came over them? Most of them were cis white men.
Right.
So they took over, were landowners, took over this land. They were over 40.
Sorry.
Over 40. And
fireworks too. The history of fireworks, which are from China.
So when they started writing the Constitution, that was what it was for. It was not for poor people, even if they were poor men. They weren't for women at all. They definitely weren't for Black people.
No.
It's not founded on that.
You got to be a landowner.
Yes, landowner. And most of them were tobacco. So when we look into the history, most of the people considered billionaires were like the tobacco plantation owners. That would be the billionaires of today.
Right. And it's just the illusion of the American dream, because like all of us that are like Gen X, millennial, like we're everybody's kind of just like no, because we like I grew up upper middle class, but my parents didn't get into money until they got into their like 50s. So but they grew up, well, my brothers were growing up, they were really poor. They lived in this small 3 to 4 bedroom house. Like my brother showed me the house they grew up in, just when I went up this past summer, and it was a very small house. So my parents did have a concept of money, but as I said, my dad took advantage of Reagan economics. He was friends with politicians. We had politician fundraisers at my house. So we're pretty sure we're pretty sure my dad may have been doing some stuff that wasn't in the up and up. It's a suspicion in my family. My dad was a wonderful man. Like he really was. And I miss my dad. But I also know people are complicated, and he might have taken advantage of things in the system. So, I'm not saying he is, allegedly. And if I was a betting woman, probably. So but I get that. But when you're our age, and like as Andrea was saying, that like it shouldn't take 4 people, 4 incomes for you to survive.
Exactly.
That's insane.
Very much so.
Yeah.
It's 3 of us here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can afford to live by myself within reason, but I would have to really sacrifice. And I like nice things.
Yeah. I'm kind of the same
I
way.
would not be able to go to any conference, anything, if I lived by
You be
myself.
basically living for your house.
Yes.
And this is the thing that I really hate about like when people say like, oh, well, you shouldn't go to Starbucks. You shouldn't you don't get to go on vacation. You can't get lobster. And I'm like, listen, motherfucker.
I only live once.
Well, exactly. And I'm like, exactly. And I'm over here going like, listen, I go, if existing is terrible. If I want to buy myself coffee once in a while, I drink a lot of Starbucks. But
I've been making my own coffee.
I just really like having iced coffee in the morning. I do make my own. Do I go Starbucks?
But it's some add certain ingredients and how they
it's
put
not
it
the
together.
same.
That froth.
No, I have a very specific coffee I get nearly every time. Though it is gingerbread. It's gingerbread season right now, and gingerbread coffee is my shit.
Oh, that sounds good as hell.
It's
You got
so
me thinking.
good. I've been drinking it for a while, and I get it every time this time of year. So anyways, other than when we talk about coffee,
gingerbread cookies are amazing.
Yeah, it is. That place. I don't do like the frappuccinos and stuff anymore because it's too sweet for me.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, Robbie, no, I told you 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm sorry that you're on the wrong time in Ireland. So it's oh my God, is it? Brian, I didn't even I grew up in New England, so lobster was just like kind of like I had it frequently over the summer.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Man,
so
okay, come on.
Like he just has to. I sent him the link. He just has to join the link, man. So he'll be on. So
yeah,
but he can't get in because I told him 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Yes, but it's 7 p.m. Eastern time.
It's 1 a.m. Huh?
So I know it's 1 a.m. But I wasn't gonna wait for you. I was gonna start at 7. You can just show up when you show up. I'm not your mom.
And then with
yes,
Andrea's
it was. Is it daylight savings? Yeah. No. Yes. It was daylight savings time beginning of the month.
Yeah.
It's been now we're on week 4. So
yes. The younger generations can't afford to buy homes like their parents did. And it's not because of avocado toast. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why we're very lucky that we're able to afford a house. But we also had to borrow against my husband's 401k. Decisions. It's like what you gotta do. But we have to maintain our jobs. We have to. We're always thinking about what if one of us gets sick? What if I'm sick? I need to go have surgery. It's going to be rough for her a little bit. Good.
It's all your
goodness
fault.
forbid one of us gets really sick.
Yeah.
And I don't think it should be this hard. Should not be this hard. And it's just going to get harder, which is scary. Because oh my God. So I didn't realize this, Kelly. I really like Legal Eagle. It's a really good YouTube channel.
Okay.
And
what's the name of it again?
Legal Eagle. It's a progressive law channel.
Okay.
And he did a 40-minute video of all the crimes Trump has done since he started his second term. 40 minutes.
Wow.
I was like, what the fuck? 40 minutes. And he doesn't even go into details. He just says did this, probably violated this. Did this, broke this. Did this, broke this. It's insane. I was like, that's a lot of crime. a lot of crime. And I'm like,
Yeah.
so like they throw people in jail like for like the dumbest shit. And like this motherfucker is the most powerful man in the world. Blows my mind. It's opposite day. It was basically he would say like, he did this, so he violated this. And that was it. It was not going into details. It was just saying like he did it like the first day of his presidency. He had like the first like 6 minutes. It's just his first day. Like I'm like, what? What? Like it's nuts. Like because like you hear about it all the time. And he said like there's gonna be stuff in here you've completely forgot about. And I was like, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. And I don't understand. I don't understand.
I don't understand a lot of stuff.
I don't understand how like he isn't brought to justice, like just because he's the president and he has immunity. I'm like, do you realize how fucked up that is? That like he has immunity while he's in office. So I'm like, no, I'm like, I don't get immunity from my job if I get accused of a crime. And it's like, well, as long as you have your job, you don't have to face any consequences. What? It's all arbitrary. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's not the way. Yeah, it really gets to me as well. But what I don't know. It just infuriates me.
Like I know
we're like the laughing stock of the world right now.
I know. And I know it's built into the system, like as you said, like it was built in the Constitution that the only people that should be allowed to vote were landowners, and then they changed that very slowly. And they're still changing it really slowly. And like, so I know it's built into the system, but like, it's just so frustrating because I'm sitting like, man, it's not the 1700s anymore, motherfucker. Like, it's 2025. Like, it's almost the end of 2025. Like, progress. And I'm like, and I think that no one is above the law. If we really, then that means that all the shit that all these terrible people are doing that are in control of everything, I'm kind of like, yeah, you shouldn't have power. You should have consequences.
I guess what gets me the most is when you look at somebody and you get, in my opinion, free rights for everybody, and everybody's equal. That's what I've been feeling for my life. But you get somebody who doesn't understand that, and let's say you get somebody that maybe needs assistance, maybe needs to be on stamps or something like that, Medicaid, some kind of government assistance, and they'll down this person. But instead of looking into these organizations, companies that are giving people living wages, but they're blaming the poor person, the middle class person, they might need some help because they're not getting paid a living wage. And that's crazy to me. But when you look at history, and I'm going to talk about the Kennedys. And so when you come in there, JFK's father, he got a lot of his wealth from, what do you call, what's illegal now, but inside trading.
Right.
And once he got his money and his way out of it, he then changed it to make it illegal.
Convenient that.
Convenient, yes.
Yeah, convenient that.
So what's the difference what they're doing now?
I found out that Nobel created the Nobel Peace Prize because he was the inventor of TNT, and a bunch of people, surprisingly enough, died. A lot. a lot of people died because of dying from explosions. Now, granted, TNT did some good things too. So, but he didn't want to be remembered as Dr. Death. So he created the Nobel Peace Prize. So there was a positive association with his name.
I did not know
TNT.
that. Thank you. I did not know
so
that.
there's a random fact for you, but it's the same sort of thing. Like I did terrible things, like inside trading. Now to make myself look better, I'm gonna make it illegal, even though I benefited from it. Like Nobel had a shit ton of money from selling the patent. Like he made a lot of money from inventing it and selling the patent. Cool. But that being said, he was like, well, I don't want to be associated with this. I want to be associated for something positive. So I'm going to create the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah, you don't force yourself to be appreciated. I don't know what I want to say.
I think people like to be the heroes of their own stories. Okay. Okay. So Robbie will be here in about 15 minutes. And then Seth's going to hop out in a bit. So, okay. So, yeah, like, I'm sorry, I totally ADHD moment. What did you just say? I heard you, and then I got distracted, and then I came back, and
now
then
you want me to remember what the hell I said 5 minutes ago.
No, because I'm high. It is Friday night. I'm high.
Basically, I'm a summarize.
Get a drink.
I was talking about how it doesn't really. Oh man, I don't remember how I said. Damn, I'm old.
We were talking about like people doing shit and then making themselves look good.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, okay, that's what we're talking.
I didn't say anything else.
I got it there. I remember.
Yeah. Do you watch the YouTuber Bailey Syrian?
Bailey, yes, I have watched.
I love
Bailey.
her.
I love Bailey. I love Bailey. I want to get a weird history sweatshirt.
Yeah, I love her. She really helped. She really brings a lot of history you did not know about, and really brings a lot of stuff to the dark. If you don't watch her channel, please do.
I watch. Because I started watching Murder Mystery and Makeup Mondays, because I love true crime.
Yeah,
I started watching, and also I love makeup, so it's like this is and she's hot, so I'm like, this is all the things I like.
Yeah, I'm like, ooh, and she looks good too.
I was like, perfect. and then like my husband was because
she's a hottie,
and I just like watching her do makeup, and then my kids started watching it. I'm like she's just funny.
Murder mystery,
she's very entertaining the way that she presents the information, and it just started as a thing. She was like, I was interested in true crime and I just want to talk about it. And then 4 years later, she has 2 channels and she makes a lot of money and does sponsorship. And that's great. That's awesome for her. But Weird History is really cool. Like, I knew about like the DuPont, like the one I really liked was DuPont. Like I knew some of it, but then I was like, oh my God, it was so much worse than what I thought it was. I was like, oh no.
There was one, it wasn't DuPont. It was another one. I can't think of the name of that story, but it was kind of the same thing where the workers were getting sick because of the ingredients, the dye or something that was in the chemical, and they just changed one ingredient, it was be okay, but the company was being cheap, so they put this lethal chemical, and they were just, and the workers were just dying left and right. But most of the people that worked there were low income, were like immigrants. They had no other job that they could do that they would get accepted for. It was a big thing. And you like, wow. I can't think what that. I gotta think of that story.
Let's see. I'm on Dark History now. I'm trying to.
I can figure it out. And here, look. She comes. First thing pops up in my feed is Bailey Syrian. That's how much I watch her.
Yeah, I watch her a lot. Let's see. I don't know which one you're talking about because
she said so many.
I don't know. There's so many bad companies out there. I don't even know. I found like me and my husband were just talking about we started okay, this is what happened was he got some chamomile tea and because he was having trouble sleeping, and I said, did you get celestial seasonings? And I said the one that's like made by like a low key cult. And he goes, what? And I go, oh yeah. I go, there's a whole thing with celestial seasonings and new age woo. I think they were also eugenicists, I think. Not eugenicists. I'm trying to remember. What is the thing? Hi, honey. Hi, Robbie's here. Hey!
First time I've seen you.
Robbie,
well,
you're
I saw
here.
you on the
You'll
stream.
get a drink, so you can talk to Kelly, and I can get a drink. So you guys talk. I'll be right back.
Brian asked, "What channel?" Bailey Syrian. And how are you doing? It's great to meet you.
Yeah, she's really nice. Just be like, here, yeah, I'm running away. Nice to meet you, Kelly. No real.
I don't bite. Sometimes I nibble, but I do not bite.
My volume is not good at all. That's the only bad thing. I'm joining on my new laptop. How does my sound and all? Am I okay? Does it look okay? Does it sound okay?
Yes, you sound great.
It's the only thing about this. It didn't mention in the selling that the speakers are not great in it. So there's like the tweeters, the crackling and the high pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I go past 42% volume, it's just unlistenable. You can't listen to it. It's all crackly.
That's not good.
Well, it's only £100, so that's not too bad.
How do I sound to you, though? Because you sound fine to me.
You sound crackly because of my bad speakers, because I'm now at 44.
Are you sure it's not me?
No, it's not you. It's 100% me.
Oh, that's not good. I was trying to find that, though. She was tall.
Well, it just gives me a project to do. If anyone knows me, I like to tinker and tweak and stuff. So I'll just like rip the speakers out and like put, I don't know. I was looking at putting iPhone speakers in them. You can get them for about 25 quid. And iPhone speakers are generally very, very good. Just a wee modification.
No, it sounds like you're on the wrong mic. I can hear the room. Is that Math Pig or is that me, Aunt Jer?
Hold on. I'll bring up my phone and I can see the chat then.
Hey, Bree!
Sorry, thank you. I just need hi Robbie. I had to get a drink to toast that you were here now. So that's why I got a drink. Because you showed up.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, right. Looking at the chat now. All right, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I sound okay to the chat?
I just found it. Damn.
What are we doing?
I just found the link. I just found the episode I was looking for, the Bailey Syrian one. Yeah, but now I lost it.
We're still on Bailey.
Well, you know me, I have.
You're hyper focused. I know it's fine.
When I have
Hi,
my
Robbie,
mindset
how
on
are you, honey?
I could try my headphones if it's not working. I could try.
Oh, those are cute.
I could try my headphones. No. How does it sound, chat? Hi, Helen.
You sound good to me, though. I don't know.
Sound is clear. Okay. Someone says Aunt Jer says I sound like I'm in a tunnel. Right. I don't know how to use that. Right. Let me check. I can see if I can swap.
What are you trying to do?
Well, they say I sound like I'm in an echo tunnel.
I don't know.
I don't want to sound.
I think you sound fine. But that's me. I don't know. I'm high, so I could be wrong.
Right.
I think you sound fine.
Helen, right? I found this lovely new wonderful lady in England. Oh, I've hit all the wrong buttons. I don't know how to use this software.
All the wrong buttons.
I'm going to answer Bree's statement. I don't know what my daughter does, but she makes some of the best green bean
Who's
casserole.
hey baby?
So delicious. And he left.
He'll be back.
She
I think
makes
he's
some
just
of the
adjusting his
best green
microphone.
bean casserole. Oh
There he
man,
is.
it is
Oh,
so
dude,
delicious.
I love some green bean casserole. Yeah. Hey, Bree. Just so you know, on Juror has been asking about the cake. So just letting you know, like, there's been questions about cake.
That's what I was going to say, Helen. There's
I
this.
know
Oh
about
my
cake and
God,
icing.
it's so fuzzy. I need to shave my head. I have got this lovely new woman in in England, that posts weed over. It's like,
Okay.
we're not legal over here, but we're at that stage where it's basically fucking legal, and everybody puts that. Right? She just ordered online now. You just send her a message, transfer, right? I ordered 1 gram of this stuff, and she sent me 1.7. I don't know if you can see it. It's like honey.
The wax.
It
Yeah.
smells like
Yes.
grapefruit and lemon, and it was only £30, right, for nearly 2 grams. And I've just been like eating it like honey all night, and it is lovely. It is so nice.
You're so funny. I just bought. They just had like a big sale at my dispensary, so I just bought a bunch of shit.
Oh yeah, those Black Friday sales be on point.
Your woman did
it was
the
good.
same.
Like I got a whole bunch of shit that's gonna last me at least like 3-4 months, so I'm good.
Oh yeah.
She put out a sale today because she was like, right, she's going for an operation, so she's lots of doctor's appointments, as you would understand and stuff. And she's like, right, I'm going away. I'll not be back till Tuesday. I'm sending delivery out on Wednesday. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, everything's got 40. All the ounces have got £40 off, which is great. And if you spend more than 200 quid, you get 5 relax gummies. And they are relax gummies because you eat them, you fall asleep. Right? You just go, right? And 5 grams of pollen. And she's really good. It's really nice. So I'm also quite high and drunk.
Christmas honey. Tree honey? Are you asking about March? March, are you asking about tree honey or Christmas honey? I have questions.
You didn't introduce me to Kelly. You just went, here's Kelly.
Kelly.
I introduced myself though.
Listen, you two, because I knew, I'm like, I can just throw them together. They'll be fine. All my friends are the best friends. So, like, you're all getting, like, if you're friends with me, you're 20% cooler. I'm just going to throw you to the fire. You're adults.
I saw you in the fundraising stream. I know you always squeal, bother people that leave out.
No, I was the asshole. I was just brought in.
He is an asshole, but he was a very nice asshole when I was having a breakdown. So,
to be fair, all right, I'm not an asshole. I might be able to soon say I'm autistic.
You said you were.
I have to say, right? See anybody watching?
You're a lovable asshole.
No, I just speak my mind. I don't think there's any point in any bullshit. And like. To be fair, Helen, not to get some motherfuckers come out here, not to be to bad to anyone else, but
Seth is here. Hi, Seth.
Well, can y'all hear me? Okay.
Yes.
I was just about to say,
Seth.
No. I was just about to say how nice Helen is and how she makes an effort more than a lot of people who you make friendships with on the internet to actually talk to you. And as soon as you appeared, she fucking ignored me and kicked me to the side, so I'm taking it all back.
Exactly. You know your place now.
I'm at work. So if I have to disappear for a minute or mute my mic, that's what I'm doing. I figured slow. It's like one of the slowest nights for restaurants because people are traveling.
Yesterday.
So they're not eating out. So I've got a pretty slow night. So I figured I'd hop in and say hey for a few minutes. It's great to see y'all. And Kelly,
anytime.
Awesome. I'm so glad you're here.
Yes, it's great to see you.
It's the art. But we talk all the time, and now we're finally together on a live, and it's not even either of our own. But that's not a problem because Helen's great.
Well, we're trying to do
bring the people
together.
You do. You really do.
I'm a friend fairy.
Yes.
Is that the nice way of saying you're a stream slut? Yes.
Did you call me a strange slut?
Streaming slut.
Oh, a streaming slut. Okay, I can be both.
What am I doing with
I must stream. Somebody join my stream. Come in now. I have to stream.
Anyway, sorry.
Bree says, I have not slept over with this new person.
Let me talk. Let's talk to Seth because he might have to leave soon. So, Seth, give everybody an update of what's going on with you.
Okay, so quick update. I'm back in the Carolinas. I start a actual decent real job Monday morning. I got a security position at a new casino, which pays well, but also is going to be some job stability. So I got that going. I was supposed to move into a trailer on the 1st, and I didn't have the money for the deposit, so they rented it out from under me. So we're still doing the van life. It still kind of sucks because it's getting cold, but I have the money now to get it, to put a deposit down. I just don't have a place to rent. So hopefully that will happen soon, and then I'll be out of this crazy year I've had. But yeah, besides that, I'm doing well.
I have to say, you sound like you're not liking the van life because of the cold, but I'm I'm looking for a Mercedes Sprinter to do, not the van life, but I want to go, me and you could talk about at least 6 YouTube channels. Is it Liver Nation? It's spelled Liver Nation or Liver Nine Nation or whatever. That they do loads of, every episode is them interviewing people.
Well, what I ended up doing was just taking all of the seats out of my minivan and putting a bed in there with some, basically some milk crate carts to separate like laundry and food and shoes.
Over here,
and I've just got since May 9th. So I've been doing this all year.
I've been Mercedes Sprinters, DPD vans, and that's
they do it right. Yeah, see, I did it out of necessity and with no money, so my van is not as cool as all the other.
There was a friend of mine got big into it to the point where, fair play to her, she was like going out and hanging out with I say this is an awful, I don't want to sound angry. She was going and making this her thing. She had a place and went in the van. It was like a wee Citroen C2. Do you know a Citroen C2?
Okay. No, but I mean, I don't know enough about it. I've seen some of these videos you're talking about. They're awesome.
Think 2 seats. No, this one's tiny. Just think 2 seats in the front with enough room to put a pallet, not a Euro pallet, but a square pallet in the back just to raise it up. We did a wee mod. She was doing that and hanging around. But I haven't checked in since then. It was only big enough for 1 or 2 beds. But yeah, the van life's getting big over here because rent is crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. And I'm looking at renting a place, a small little 2-bedroom for about $200 more a month than what I was paying for my house before the divorce and all that stuff.
We had to move out of Sarasota County because the rents were like insane. Like for a 2-bedroom apartment, it would be like over $2,000, and I have a whole house. And my mortgage is 24. So I'm like, I could just get a house.
Well, somebody was saying it's like, if you were to live on your own, I think it was Kelly saying, it's like you're living for your house. That's exactly how I feel. It's like all the bills are paid, so I'm not going to be evicted, but that's all the money I have. And I'm, it sucks living that way. I know a lot of people are. I'm not complaining, but I'm hoping this new job is going to give me a little more financial stability so that I can actually do some things that I want to do, like this primarily, and spend time with my kids. That's pretty much all I want to do with life at this point.
I feel very lucky, man. I don't want to I had white privilege, I had been saving for maybe 7 or 8 years. And when it came to it, I think it was 2011, I bought my house. I ended up having to get a loan off we'll call it the Protestant Mafia, which is probably the best way. I had to go. If I wasn't a Protestant from Northern Ireland, I don't know if you understand the Troubles.
I don't, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, if you were of the right place and the right whatever, you could borrow money from people that would take from that particular community. And for the first, I think it was 2 years, my mortgage was £800 a month, and busted my ass and shit and other. But if I hadn't had that advantage from them, I wouldn't have been able to, But yeah, I've got my own house, which is nice. I've got this aged living over here too. I haven't put up with him though.
I'm an idiot.
He's a homeless English prick that I've pulled in. You know?
Listen, you let him. Listen, you let him into your house, so that was your choice. So you have to deal with the choice.
No, he guilted me. He fucking guilted me. He was like, "I'll die in the streets. I'm going to be kicked out, and I'm going to die." He guilted me.
He appealed to the angel of your better nature. That's what happened.
No, the worst thing this motherfucker ever. The worst thing
They
he ever
say-
did was create a secret song with my fucking daughter. Because now I can't get rid of him. He's Unky Stu.
A couch surfer is
The ones in the back seats with your dance. Sorry, it's not a song. It's a secret dance.
Okay, I don't know all the people.
I don't know two of the people.
Okay, people.
I'm just introducing people. That's what I do. That's what I do.
She's the gatekeeper for this community.
I am.
Okay.
I'm just very good at networking. That's all. Like it's that is
Honestly,
what I do.
I have learned of a lot of content creators after seeing them on your show. So,
Oh, good, awesome. That was the whole point of me doing this show. Is
and we still have to get together, you and
I
I.
know you well, like, dude,
You
like,
see, they don't care about you. Nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about you. You
What's
see,
the lady called top left?
the lady in the
Oh,
top
fuck off.
left. is Paul Town.
I like Seth.
Helen,
I tried, you know.
Helen,
What?
can you hear my words?
What?
My sweet sounding English words. Helen, I'm talking to you right now.
Speak to me, baby.
Okay. This cunt, sorry, bad language. He's a liar. He tells people that I'm old and stupid. It's not true.
I didn't say that. I said you're English and homeless.
Okay. So I hate this motherfucker. And purple is a really good colour on the screen. Just saying.
Do you know what I'm thinking? I'm going to show them the flying dog. We've got our own crypto. We've got crypto, you know, from the Superman movie.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Can I get on the Irish crypto train?
Patty, come here.
I have ancestors that are Irish. Does that count? I don't know which. They're way back. I'm all the white people.
Over here. Come here.
If you do that,
I am going to do that. I'm going to make the dogs fly. Come here.
Oh, you baby.
Hey,
So baby.
Come on.
she's really happy.
No, you didn't, dog. Stu's giving her the look where she doesn't want to do the thing because she's afraid of him. He keeps threatening to put her in the microwave.
So, Seth, what kind of content are you working on?
Right now, everything is in my head because I don't have anywhere to produce this stuff that I'm thinking about. But the big thing, and I talked about this on a live stream, so it's not like this is like breaking news, but I do want to start probably a weekly thing where I have somebody come on, another creator, and us talk about just a specific topic as it relates to like high control stuff. I want to kind of keep it in that vein because there's so many other people doing, you know, so many other specific niches of this community. Like I want to stay with the cult behavior type stuff, but I want to have a lot of different people on to have those types of conversations. Go ahead.
You mentioned cults, but finish what you're going to say, then I'll say what I was going to say.
Oh, no, I was just saying I want to start something that's weekly. That's got that, you know, we're bringing content creators on and just talking to people about various, I don't know, just our backgrounds. That's one thing I've noticed is everybody's got similar backgrounds, but they all have unique, you know, stories and perspectives. Like I want to get some people together and just talk about some of these topics. So that's something I'm probably going to start pushing as soon as I have somewhere to record. And then I'm also going to go back and continue on a couple other, you know, series things that I've been working on before all this started. So there's some stuff coming up. It's just
getting the place so you can actually do the stuff. Totally understand.
So what were you going to ask?
So the great courses was only like $2.99 because they were having like Black Friday sale. So I bought I got, because I love the great courses I've done it on YouTube, but I haven't, like, I wanted to get the subscription service, and they did a psychology of cults by and the professor teaches at the University of Idaho, and she's a psychologist, wrote in books on she's a social psychologist.
What's her name?
Oh boy, now you're giving me name. Hold on, because this was yesterday. It's not in front of me. It doesn't exist.
Well, I did an interview before I started YouTube content, which is something I'll probably release. It was an interview with people to see if
wind something. Hold on.
Not the same person. I was just asking because I went through this series of interviews. It was every other week for 3 weeks, and basically her name is Dr. Gara Yarcia, I believe it is, and she's down in somewhere down in Florida. But I found out that she was doing this study on people who had potentially been exposed to cults, and I got involved in it, and I started talking to her, and her goal was to get it's a PTSD that's specifically related to religious experiences, and I'm drawing a blank on it right now.
Wow, I did not know that it was.
There's religious trauma syndrome, and that's a component of PTSD. It can be a component of PTSD.
Her goal, and I really need to follow up and see if this ever went anywhere, but her goal was to get enough people documented to basically have that added to the DSM, the new version of the DSM whenever it comes out.
DSM-6.
Yeah, because it is something is demonstrably happening to people in high control religious groups after the fact.
I'm just thinking about that. You guys gave me a good idea as well. I'm just thinking.
So the course that I was watching, this her name is Dr. Winghofer, and I really recommend this series because she went over how in psychology they still use the bite model, but they're actually using that there's 8 different components to people that have been abused by cults. And so they're kind of expanding on the education, and they're also looking at people that the type of people that would join a cult and the type of people that tend to be resistant to them, and that most people that would like join a cult are people that are really good people, and they believe and they want to be like do great things in the world, and they want to help other people, but also at the same time they could be lonely or going through like a life transition and they need community and stuff we all know. But but they're starting to study more of those things too. And she has 2 people that belong to do different types of cult. One woman belonged to a cult in Canada, in British Columbia, and basically it was one of those woo-woo people, like kind of like the weird hippie lady out in Colorado that just died a couple years ago she drank all the silver shit, and she died of cancer. Oh, this is crazy. Sorry, that's another weird cult shit. She was a woo-woo person, and you're talking
about like colloidal silvers and like
colloidal silver and stuff. She drank it thinking it was going to cure her cancer, and it turned her blue, and she was like 90 pounds from cancer when she died. And then the cult members like took out her eyeballs and then they decorated her with Christmas lights. It was fucking crazy. like
damn.
That was one cult. Yeah, this happened.
They plucked her eyes out and decorated her with Christmas lights.
Yes, because she was supposed to ascend back to join the universal consciousness of heaven and reincarnate to bring in the new age. Sad to God. That's what you do. That's what you do for the next. Yes, eyeballs. Yes, like the embodiment of Christ took her eyeballs out. It's
eyeballs are the way to the soul, they say.
That's right. Well, yeah, so that happened, and then but how did I get here? How did I get on calls? Oh, so the woman belonged to a cult in British Columbia, and then and these were like smaller cults, and then there was another gentleman that talks about and he lived in New York State, where he just joined this cult of like 200 people that were like religious and wanted to like, they were kind of, and he was this was back in the 70s, and he was like a young hippie, and he wanted to do good in the world, but he also like God, and then it kind of turned into a cult. But these are like smaller cults of people that like they saw some shit, but it's not glamorized like with like Children of God or like the People's Temple. Like these are just small, ordinary people that got involved in cults that weren't even that big. Like,
Do you know if Christopher Mowdy's not a cult?
What? Who?
Christopher Mowdy?
I don't know who that is.
Who is Christopher?
Well, while he's looking that up, I was just going to say, like, I'm super interested in learning what how they've advanced that, because when I first started doing this 5 years ago, just looking into cults, I was completely clueless, and the only resources I found were the bite model, and there weren't the YouTube channels that talk about it like there are now. I'm going to mute myself for a minute. Hold on.
Yep. Yeah, it was. I was really surprised how they're reconceptualizing. It's. I think also too, like it does have to kind of expand, because cult is such a wibbly wobbly word.
Well, and sorry, I work in a restaurant beside a truck stop, so there's announcements.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna spare you.
Hey, I understand.
My thing, obviously you want to expand on the knowledge of this topic in general, because when you say cults, and I've had this a lot because that's what I talk about the most, people are like, how can you say that I'm in a cult or I'm a cult member? And it's like, that word is heavy. You know what I'm saying? It's a harsh word. People don't.
I'm told I'm in a cult now.
Well, of course, we're the biggest
cult.
We are a cult, right? No, but my thing is, if there's more education and there's more information to give, and the terms are being expanded on, you don't come across as abrasive when you tell somebody, hey, I hate to break it to you, but you're in a cult, which, when you flesh that out, means you are a cult member, and people don't like that. So for me, I want to hear things like that and learn more about it, so I can make these connections in a little less of a abrasive way. Because how else do you tell somebody, hey, you're in a cult, without saying it that way? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think that because again, it's do I think the Catholic Church is a criminal organization? Yes. Do I think it's a cult? No. As someone that grew up Catholic, because they don't track you. Like I've left the church. Other people in my life left the church. Nobody's paying attention to us. There isn't an encouragement of disconnecting from your family members. Like that is something.
Would you consider like Jehovah's Witness?
Because like there are cults that don't want you to be with your friends and family. The Catholic Church doesn't do that. So you have enough autonomy in the Catholic Church. Do I think it's I'm not defending it. I'm just saying we're talking about like controlling, like, if we're going by the bite model, it's not as extreme. It's because we understand that these things are on a continuum.
Right. Well, and this is maybe one day I'll release these. They're super cringy. It didn't really go anywhere, but I started a podcast. I think there's like 6 episodes before I started YouTube, and those have never been heard by the public. I think they're horrible. But when I was explaining the bite model and how we were going to be breaking down cult behavior, I introduced it in a way that just like you're saying, it's not a yes or no, black or white issue. It is, this behavior is high control and undue influence and manipulative, and what we know to be controlling and used by cults. But the more I looked at it more of like a golf game, and you want your score to be low. So we went through the bite model, and we went through the first section. And, if you get a check mark beside, okay, my group does this thing or that thing, doesn't necessarily mean you're in a cult. But if you've got 80% of them checked off on all 4 categories, that's where you want to start paying attention, because that's where you start looking at individual things like the shunning, excommunication of family members and former, or apostates or just people who have left. controlling what you listen to or watch, entertainment, clothing, extreme cases, sleep deprivation and things like that. So I just wanted to touch on the point that you just made is a very good one, because it is a spectrum, and it's important to, and I screwed this up in the beginning. It's like you see two signs and you're like, oh, it's a cult. And it's like, but is it? Like, if we're looking at the data and if we're doing this, as critical thinkers and skeptics, are we looking at it really and applying it and saying it's not really meeting that standard? Am I superimposing that for a personal bias or whatever? The data is very important, and I don't know. There's a lot that can be said about it. I want to keep these type of conversations going. So, I think also something we can unpack, me and you, on my channel. This would be a perfect hour-long discussion between us. So, keep me in mind.
Well, because my interest is like if I could go back to school, I would get my degree in social psychology. Like that's what I would get my master's in. Especially on the intersectionality of religion on public life, like how it affects you in just everyday life, your social circles, how people relate to you, how people react to when they find out you're religious or you're not religious. Like that would be like a study I would really want to do, because it does affect how people perceive you. Like I'm an open atheist. Like I don't care. I have the privilege that I cannot. I don't care. But but what I always say, if someone's like, oh, you don't believe in God, but I'm like, no, but I believe in kindness, because you can't argue with that. Like you can't argue with someone saying, I want people to be kind to one another. Like that's what I believe in. So, because I'm trying to avoid because I really don't care if you believe in God at this point. I don't give two shits about that. I'm just concerned about, I'm like, are you treating people kindly?
A secular humanist.
Yeah, I'm looking more for, like, I want to live in a pluralist society, because again, this is another thing. This is just my opinion. I might think the world is going to be better without religion, but should that be tested, I don't think I should be the only person to make that choice, because what I perceive may not be true.
I got a secret. There's some shitty atheists.
Because yes, exactly.
Straight up.
Oh, and like I said, just because you don't believe in like a God doesn't mean you're not going to believe in some other weird bullshit, like the like aliens built pyramids. You don't need a God for that. You can just believe some bullshit.
Real question is whether or not you're willing to do what it takes to make that happen. Yeah, that's true. Godspeed.
That is true.
Yeah. Because it's a few content creators.
Like this is me. This is just me. Okay. Like my personal philosophy is that how I perceive the world and how I think should be done sound good in my brain. And I live in a community where we're all like, progressive atheists, and we care about people. So, I have my little covered echo chamber that I like to exist in. Okay, great. But like, let's say that I think that every corner should have a taco truck. Robbie comes in and goes, nope, I think every corner should have, fish and chips, and so that would be like, okay, what would your corner be? Yes, I'm asking you.
Smash burgers. It's all about the smash burgers.
Burgers. Okay, smash burgers. Okay, smash burgers are like that one thing is like our utopias aren't going to match.
Potatoes. We're going baked potatoes. Look up the Irish baked potatoes.
Baked potatoes.
Baked potatoes.
Potato famine. What's a thing?
Oh, fuck me. Sorry. I'll go back to being quiet for another 20 minutes.
Now, we make a joke when I'm in Ember's channel that we're going to have a tiny home compound with everybody there. So it will be a variety of different places.
Right. How are you? We're all there.
Yes.
How do we have a tiny? We're gonna have a bunch of tiny homes.
A tiny home. We're all together.
We're all gonna live there.
So we always make that
We
joke.
will never go anywhere.
No, we're gonna
every night is gonna be like, capitalism is bullshit. Let's smoke weed and drink and fuck. And I'll be like, okay.
Bonobos. That's the way to be. If you want to live right, be like a bonobo.
Listen, we just gave all of the naysayers and the haters a perfect clip to clip out, and they're going to say, "Look, Helen and Kelly are planning a compound where they're going to run this cult where they sacrifice children and worship Satan and all of that stuff." And now that's going to be clipped out, and they're going to say, "Look at these."
It is, Listen, well, by the way, fuck your children. Like,
I don't
fuck
even
you all.
care
This
if
out.
you're a
Fuck your
religious
children.
person.
And also,
just all the race.
You don't like fun.
People.
You
Y'all
don't like
can
fun.
be at that side.
So I'm going to call you out. If you're calling me out for shit, you don't like fun. So I'm going to say that.
I think we got some feedback from Math Pig. We got a little bit of feedback.
You're in my house now.
Go ahead.
Okay, what, Robbie?
Hold on, I'll turn it down.
Robbie likes to talk a lot. So if you talk a lot, he's like, "Hey, what about me?"
I haven't spoken barely at all. But what I am saying is there is a small island of 30 acres going for under 800,000 just off the coast of Ireland.
30 acres?
No, maybe more. Check it. Yeah, 30 acres is plenty. If 30 acres is loads, right?
Oh, totally plenty.
Okay. It's a mile and a half. It's a mile and a half in a small boat ride from the coast. It already has water pumped out to it, right? It's going for less than 900,000. And you know, with the way climate change is going, no, 30 acres, dude. If you think everybody gets an acre, everybody gets 2 acres, you split that down. It's not that much.
I'm on a quarter acre.
I'm just saying, like, let me just grab the cool 500,000 that I've got sitting around, and I'll buy it tomorrow.
I will send you the link. The way climate change is going, this place will only get warmer, less rain. We have coastlines the whole way around.
See, this is what we need to do.
Total self-sufficiency, Irish tax
This is what we do.
We can get
Helen. Okay, listen. And the time that we've talked, like, okay, like right now, Elon has made $20 million in the time that we've had this conversation. Okay, we get Elon pay for it. It'd be like, listen and go, you don't want the atheists around? Like, you don't want like these type of people around? Like, listen, I'm like, here's an island. If you buy for us, we'll all go there. We'll go. You just got to pay for the expensive. It's an afternoon for you, man. Like, you have one capitalism. Like, you just have us all go. And we can just be here on the island.
A very small, I think it's a flash game. Do you remember the old school internet, where you could just do flash games and stuff? And it is two categories. One is a normal person working the average UK wage, and the other person is somebody who starts with either 500,000, 1 million, or 5 million. And what you have to do is to tap the screen. Every time you tap the screen, that's a week's worth of work, right? And you get £500 on average of your weekly wage plus compound interest. The other bar just gets compound interest, doesn't have to do anything. And unless you're like a cyborg and tapping the life out of it, you literally cannot beat just that account making compound interest. Not buying anything, no assets, no nothing. Like, you can only win the game on the easiest setting on the smallest amount with this, that, and the other, and you're a cyborg. All right. I got me and my daughter both double tapping, and we still lost. Like, it's just impossible the way it is at the minute. If nobody here is interested in UK politics, I will say, look up Zach Polanski, the Green Party. In this last 7 months, they have went from 65,000 members to 180,000 members. They now have more members on paper than both Labour and Conservatives. He is fuck all the rich people, tax the shit out of them. Here's actual experts. People didn't like what he was saying, and you know the way media is. So he started his own podcast, and he brought on actual experts who he would have in his government. He was like, "Fuck you all! I'm just going to start my own show. Come and listen to me. Come and listen to what I like." Boom, mass like.
This is what I said. Okay, because like remember, like we all know that like having socialized education and medicine will be it's going to save us money. Like they've ran the numbers. It saves us money, and it's gonna take a little bit to adjust you. There'll be some kinks to work out, but you can make a socialist capitalist country. Like let's look Norway, Denmark. Let's pick a country. Pick a Scandinavian country.
It's
Sovereign.
a different country, Han. That's the thing. It's not even pick a different country. It's just look back in your history.
Yeah.
You know, the post-war consensus after the Second World War and stuff, and what do you call him in the 70s was your president? Late 70s, early
Carter. Reagan was the 80s.
Reagan. Are you?
Maggie Thatcher and Reagan with their neoliberalism just fucked everything over. What they did was push the idea to the mainstream that individualism was better than the community.
Oh,
right. That's the pure idea of neoliberalism, and that's what they pushed. They were like, everybody should deserve. If you work harder than your neighbor, you should have a Mercedes instead of this that I get. You know, and they got rid of the idea of the bottom class. They got rid of the idea of helping the lower class. You know, and bringing everybody up. What's fucking hilarious in this country specifically with what Thatcher did is she said everybody who's in a council house now has the ability to buy your council house at like a quarter of what houses are worth. So everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And these families had 5 and 6 kids. Because of that social network of having that house at such a low value, all these 5 and 6 kids went to university, which was free, by the way, at that stage, went and did all the things, and now they own their own houses. So guess who bought the houses when they sold their parents' house to give all that money to their grandkids to get their grandkids started? All the rich fuckers bought them. They bought them all up in big chunks and stuff. Like, it was great for everybody. And like, I've got my mum going, I bought my house for this, and it's went up by this. And I'm like, are you ever going to sell this house? No, I'm going to die in this house. Well, what the fuck's it worth to you then? Like, there's no point in shouting for the rich person and your house is now worth 6 times the value. You ain't going to sell the thing to get the 6 times the value out of it. You know, it's like, but as I say, politics over here is going really. Politics over here is very catching up on what's happening with Zoran Mondani. You know this name, yes?
Yes.
Okay, well, we've got a Zoran Mondani over here, which is really good on the social media, but is setting it up for like the leader of a party, not just a.
Thanks. I'm great. Thank you, Brian. That was really sweet. But but this is the whole point of like when I usually do my streams is usually just a 2-person conversation when I do my interviews. Tonight is just a stream night where I'm just hanging with friends. So I am going to be doing probably streams for the next month, maybe 2. I'm currently I'm having some medical issues that if I want to like actually plan a show, probably I'm worried that I will have to cancel. So for now, I'm just gonna just be like, hey, I'm gonna do a stream. I feel good tonight. Come hang out, and then I'll be back to my regularly scheduled programming probably February. So just because like I have to get through this month and it's holiday time, and then I gotta plan my surgery. I have to actually call my OBGYN again on Monday. So I hate the American medical system.
I think I can speak for this whole community in saying that take care of yourself. We will be here. You know, when you're here, don't feel obligated. You can reschedule, and you have a goal in sight. Like once this issue's taken care of, hopefully that'll be the end of it and you can rock on. But like, don't stress getting back. And if you have to reschedule something and someone doesn't understand, I don't know, that person needs to be questioned anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I heard the first part, and then the last sentence
it
I didn't hear.
Hard up to you, and you just went, "I'm doing some shit." Yeah, what are you doing?
I know, like, okay, fine, like that's fair, and like my friends all love me. I know y'all love me. Like, fuck you. So,
you just don't like being reminded of it.
I know. I just like don't tell me. Like I'm gonna
okay, well,
I'm gonna have feelings, Seth. I can't have feelings. Listen, I live in a capitalist society that tells me that like facts don't care about my feelings, blah 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 blah.
So cringy because I used to say that kind of thing. Yeah, but the way that we said it was so just gross.
Condescending. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like
dismissive.
I don't even remember what he said about. Yeah. It just lives in my brain.
Yeah. I get that.
No,
I like Helen because Helen is as ignorant as I am, but unfortunately her boobs are massive, so I'm the asshole and she's nice. That's the difference,
Well,
but you're a lovable asshole. That's why I hang out with you. If you were a complete asshole, I'd be like, fuck that guy. I don't hang around with like actual assholes. I have standards. They're not high standards, but I have them. I was
going to say, what, there's a phrase comes to mind. Aim low, avoid disappointment.
That's right. Like, listen, I'm always like, lower your standards, lower. Like, please don't expect too much out of me. You might get like, hey, you want to hang out? Cool, I'll bring booze. Great. That's all you can get out of me.
I will accept people for being themselves, even though people have flaws, right? As an anecdotal story, I was talking about the NHS and I'm trying to get appointments and stuff for whatever it is. And I had a bad incident. The lady I was talking to really chastised me for being honest and saying that I self-medicate with cannabis. Like our government will give you cannabis for what I have. I know one person that does, and another person, and this one was like, it's awful. Anyway, that aside, I then described that to the person who runs our medical thing. Said it at dinner one night when I was at my mum's. And my father went off about that's because of them people coming over on boats, right? Like just straight into the let's blame the immigrants. And he is the way he is to the point where I stormed out of the house, my mum stormed out of the room, and the next day I met that guy, bought him wiper blades because I knew he needed them for the van. Right? I arrived with some wiper blades to make peace because he is the way he is, and 90% of this man is the nicest man you'll ever meet in your life. Like, he'd carry you up a mountain if your legs broke, He's been a father to me for 30 years. He's amazing. He's just this one really big racist thing. Like, so you have to accept people for their flaws. That's the point I'm trying to go with. You can't just ignore people. You have to try and work on these things, When I left the house the other day, I put what do you call him? Jimmy the Giant. Anyone wants to look up Jimmy the Giant on YouTube? Jimmy the Giant is brilliant. He's very progressive. He's very left leaning. I put that onto the living room TV, let it play. Then I left the house. So when he comes into the living room, he'll see this. I didn't put the fucking remote where it should be. He might get stuck watching it. His mind might change. You can't just hate people because they're all laughing in your face because they're funny. This is why I submit. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah.
No.
Listen, I rave all the fucking time. We're very
long. Yeah, no, that. I wanted to punch that fucker in the face, but yeah, I love the cult.
Okay, hold on. I want to go back to the cult thing. Who you were talking about, Christopher, so and so?
It's called The Otherhood. Search The Otherhood on YouTube. It used to go by
The other
Christopher
hood.
Murray.
Okay.
Yes, he's now done a rebranding and focusing on psychology and racial psychology and how things are weird and stuff like that. Has good guests on, has experts on.
Okay. Before
Christopher
you
Murray
finish,
also, by the way, right? Christopher Murray also, by the way, was part of the old guard of the original people that started the Great Debate community before the Non Sequitur show and before Stephen McRae. Like these people have been going for 2012, maybe earlier, disappeared for a while. Like these are actual experts. Christopher Murray himself actually did I don't know, a collaboration with a lady a few years ago on how your brain works with smells, and it was in like a big museum in London. He runs like a psychology department in Philadelphia. I was in his lab. I smelled some things. I met his wife. Very intelligent man. I know I'm sucking his cock, but like yeah, very like so much respect.
I must say, I know you did not know this, but unless you got enough for everybody in this stream, then you cannot roll again. I'm just gonna let you know that.
Pardon?
She's saying pass it around, man.
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
Helen, I know you got. I know
Have
you get
enough for
I have
everybody.
my own.
Get over
It
here.
don't matter if
I
you
was
got your own or
prepared.
not. You still
I said earlier, the woman did a fucking good. She did like a Black
It's a
Friday,
puffer.
Cyber Monday super deal. This is like honey. I'm just like it's just you like.
Kelly, are you the
Fucking
only
liar.
one without that?
Oh,
That
hold on. No, I don't have it with me right now, but give me 1 second. I have it right here.
This
the
smells
green.
like
I do
this.
have.
This smells like grapefruit rolled in lemons. It's so nice.
Sounds delicious. Yeah, I
And
saw a news article about it being that the day before Thanksgiving is like the second biggest day in dispensaries for sales outside of
I just
420.
got a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, I
So
heard
much
you
shit.
saying that before I hopped on here. Yeah, that's so great. I wish we had one close, like a real one, but you know.
I agree with
It's gonna
that, right?
last me like at least 3-4 months because I don't.
If this administration would piss off, we could get there within a couple of years. But it seems like
It just got voted that at the end of the year, if the lobbyists don't want to pay the extra money, we're like no more marijuanas. So thank you.
My mother was
Thank you,
here
U.S.
earlier.
government. Fuck you. Just fuck you.
My mother was here earlier and seen how much I bought to last me, similar like yourself, Helen, because there's a sale on, buy loads, works out better. And she took like 3/4 of it back to her house. She was like, "You smoke it all. You can come and ask me for more on Wednesday." And just walked out of the house with my stuff.
So,
she knows what to like.
So you're hooking up with her for the weed, right? That's
Pardon?
This girl, like this girl you getting the weed from, like you're hooking up with her for the weed, right? That's
No. This is the person who's running illegal. But no, what I'm saying is, I had this giant stash of weed on my coffee table when my mother arrived here, and my mom was like, "You smoke all of that," and took like 3/4 of it home to her house. I was like, "You can ring me on Wednesday if you want more." I was like, "Okay, thanks, Mom. Right, okay, I'll agree. Oh, fine." She knows what I'm like. I'll smoke it all.
My vape.
The thing about it for me,
I think that's what you're asking for because I don't know what I'm showing.
I think that's right. It seems like for me, I can go to these smoke shops and I can buy THCA, which is what I do, but you know, it's not recognized as any type of medical treatment. But I've been on antidepressants and I've been on SSRIs and self-medicated with ungodly amount of alcohol for many years. All of those things haven't come anywhere close to being able to deal with anxiety. I've got physical pain. Both my hips have been replaced. My back is jacked up. All of that stuff subsides. I sleep better. Got PTSD from the former job, and I don't sleep well as it is, so that helps with that. So I'm looking at all these benefits, and we don't even have access to, you know, the weed legal state stuff. but the stuff we have access to works, and now they're coming after that. And it's like, out of all the things going on in the world and all of the issues that we could deal with, why is this being attacked? For somebody who uses it daily for
control,
medicinal purposes, like by definition.
The issue with the doctor and all, that's the exact same thing I'm having over here. What I found is what you can get in the black market is better and manages it. And she was like, apparently on paper you smoke an excessive amount of weed. And I was like, what's excessive? I smoke what's necessary.
Right.
I was like, it helps me sleep because like I've been in insomniac since 11 or 12. I'd be lucky if I go to bed at 4 and I get up at 7:10 to go to work. It helps me to remind me to eat. And as you say, with dealing and anxiety and stuff like that, and I mentioned to Helen that I am a wee bit drunk and feeling free, but like I'm going to like a group therapy thing on a Wednesday night now, and for depression and stuff like that. This new resin that I found, a wee dab in the morning, a wee bit. I've been like it just leaves me a wee bit happier and gigglier and just easier to deal with, and like I noticed
it makes
today,
you a more pleasant person. It really does. Like my kids, I told my kids know I use as many cannabis products as I can. I love it. It's changed my life in a positive way. But I told them, I said, y'all would recognize at this point if I wasn't smoking, because I'm more chilled out. I enjoy things more. It slows me down. My brain goes 100 miles an hour all the time.
That's the exact phrase I said.
It slows it down. And for me, it improves my quality of life. And I don't think as much as I don't mind talking about it openly, I don't feel I owe anybody an explanation as to why I have chosen, as a 36-year-old adult, to use this product to treat these symptoms. I think that is something that everybody should be able to make
I've been ordering from this girl on a regular basis, and I ordered on the Friday.
Listen, I'm gonna pop back into the chat. I've got a couple that just walked in. I'm gonna cook for them.
I'm gonna probably I'm gonna shut this down in about 15 minutes because I'm gonna go over to Dr. Ben's channel and play trivia with him at 9:30. So I don't know if I can send you the Twitch channel when I get over there, and I'll put it and I'll send it to you on our DM thing.
That works. Listen, thank you so much for having me on, Kelly. It was a pleasure talking to you too, and Math Pig. It was nice to meet you. And maybe we can.
I bring people together. Fuck yeah! And Seth, this is actually the first time like we actually got to hang.
I know. So well,
we're gonna have to make it a thing.
We'll make it a habit, okay? Y'all have a good night.
I love you, man. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. No, like we got so we're gonna hang out for 15 more minutes, and then I'm gonna go hang out on Ben's channel. That's what we're gonna do. So, because I haven't hung out with Ben and Bree.
It's good to know that me and Kelly know our place. That's cool. Me and Kelly know our place. That's grand.
You can listen if you guys want to hang out here. I'll let you. Like, you just want to hang out on my channel and chit chat.
I don't know what to talk about. But back we was talking. I can't really say cults, but I have two people that I'm interviewing that were part of cults or evangelical church, and they are not atheists. They have decided to be a non-traditional religious group. Such as pagan, and one is in the Celtic religion as well. I'm going to be interviewing them to find out how did they get to that position in their life to want to choose those form of non-traditional religions.
That was my step out of when I went from Catholic to pagan. I was in the pagan. I don't know what it is. I've been in the pagan. I was in the pagan religion for 13 years. 10 years for those. I was a high priestess. I'm fancy.
Yeah.
So, and then I became an atheist. But the thing is, though, I like to say, I worship nature. I can prove it exists. So, I'm an atheo-pagan. Like, I think there is a certain thing about ritual and connecting to things outside of yourself. That is important about the human experience, you know. Like I like connecting to nature. I am nature, and on it, I call it psychologically spiritual. Like it's not anything external going on, but you're having a spiritual experiences which are filtered through your psychology. That's what it is. So, and there's no shame in that, because like if you listen to really great music, you have spiritual experiences. You're certain drugs have spiritual experiences, you know. So if that is a part of that, then cool. Some people think something supernatural is going on. I'm not going to tell them no, because I don't think so. But I don't know. And if it makes you happy, you know, because like I always say, if you're gonna do another religion, do paganism.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can be queer, you can fuck, it's fine. Like, and also but also a lot of the ethics of paganism is you're not allowed, if you do something, you're not allowed to put it off on something else. Like it's all about personal responsibility. What you put out is what you get back. So they would call it karma or whatever, but it's just basically like natural, what I like to call natural consequences. So
witches, you get back threefold.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I think that I like when you have the interview, I really want to watch that, because I like to hear.
I have two people already that I have signed up for that. I don't know who else that I'm gonna find, but those are the two interviews I have. You say anything, Mass?
Sorry, no, I'm checking.
So and we lost him.
I'm over taking for Stu's alcohol. Betty, get off.
It's into the dog.
I don't know if he's yelling at the dog for drinking.
Yes, it is a puppy.
I hope you're not having the dog drinking. That would be bad. That'd be a bad daddy.
No, I'm not like beating the dog or anything. You know, she's a Jack Russell cross with a collie. She's 7 months old.
She's
very
so
intelligent.
Cute. Like she's the cutest little pupper. He'll send me photos of his dog, and I'm like, I just love the
dog. Our commune will be dog.
Yeah. Come over here. People are talking about you. Come here. Come on.
It's a baby. She's so cute.
I don't think they get
how old is she now? How old is she?
7 months.
7 months.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Ben has a border collie, Henry. And when I went to go see him in August, I was like playing with the dog, and I trained the dog to fetch, and we did training, and I was like, cool, you're smart here. And then like once he figured out like how to play the game, he wouldn't stop. He's like, this is the best game. You bring it over and I drop it, and I'm like, okay, fetch. And they
see, if you make it fun, they will learn. Her mother was a collie farming dog, 3rd generation. Her father was 2nd generation farming Jack Russell that slipped under the fence. And she looks like a collie but has the body of, she's marked like a collie but has the body of a Jack Russell. I don't think she'll get much bigger, but like she's 7 months, no lead required walking. Car drives past, she sits, she waits, car goes on. I'm out doing photography, she lies down and waits. Already knows lie down, knows sit. I'm doing a sniffer training with her. You can hide treats all over the house, and she will. You just tell her go find. She goes and goes find. Like, she's so smart. I ignored her the other night like this, and I was watching the TV, and she kept dropping the treat here, and she went round and took the treat. And I'll send you a picture. She took the ring treat, like a wee chewing ring, and set it on top of my grinder, perfectly in the middle, like a wormhole. Like just she was like, well, if that's what you're doing, you're going to smoke and watch TV. There you go. You now can't smoke without giving me a pipe.
She's so cute. She's like
cutie.
She's like, I love you, daddy.
She keeps doing this, right? And then she'll do the other one. I'm going to try and see if she does balance every now and again if you do the up treat. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to see if I can get her to balance up and do the kangaroo box. I want to do this. Like a wee box. Stop!
Would you stop it?
Mark, you're here late. I'm shutting it down in like 7 minutes. So you were late. Shame on you. Did Mark know? I don't know if he knew. So yeah, it's the vape pens, guys. It's the vape pens. What?
Yes.
What, Bree? What? Bree?
If just
I don't know.
Breeze in
I
the
don't know what you're talking about the pod, Bree. I don't know what you're talking about.
Pot was
I don't
my
either.
previous dog. Pot was my previous dog. He passed away 3 weeks off being.
Pot's a dog.
Pot is my dog.
Oh,
He
I
passed
thought
away.
never mind.
Oh,
I am so sorry.
like,
You're talking about your dead dog. I am so sorry.
It is very tied into that because my mother wanted to call the dog Pothead. Whenever I first got him, I was like, I'm not calling him Pothead, but I will call him Pot.
He says no.
He passed away. He would have been 21 years old in April, and he passed away at the start of the year. He was about 3 weeks. He was about 3 months off being. But I had him for 21 years. I had him for 21 years. He did have a stroke. He had a stroke. He was bad for a couple of days. We got him to the vet and some tablets. He survived for another 2 months, 3 months after that. He literally bounced back. Like his last 3 months of his life after the vet and the tablets, he was young. He was bouncing around. He was great.
Aww.
He then did have a reaction. A thing happened at his back end, and he couldn't poo properly. He was getting constipation. He was bleeding, and he went from I'm Pop, having a stroke, not great for a week, bounced back to being like a puppy, and then dropped off at the end. But he was 21 now. He was 21 years old.
Sugar will be 10 on her birthday. I don't know if you've seen Sugar. I show her in the stream sometimes. She sleep now.
She's super cute.
Yeah, Sugar be 10 in February.
Well,
that's when we got her, so we assume.
Yeah, I had to get another Jack Russell Cross because he lasted so long and he was very smart. And then we were very lucky. Like her mother and father were no joke up in the fucking sticks of the mountains. If it was this week or this winter time and there was snow up there, if you didn't own a Jeep, you weren't getting out. They were proper. We own giant farms. These dogs, her mother and her grandmother were. Do you know for sheep? They're proper sheepdogs. You know, they're barking and getting them in and hoarding everyone. It was real fun. I have a video on my phone, Helen. I'll send you it from my mum's house when me and my brother and all our kids were up, and they were chasing the dog, and then the dog was chasing them, and the dog was outsmarting them around the coffee table and the sofa. The dog was literally herding the children. It was so funny.
That's so cute.
She's very smart. She's so smart.
Bree, when before you came in, I was telling Robbie about and Kelly about Henry. So because I was like, because like we were talking about border collies, and then I was like, oh my god, and then I got to kind of train Henry, and he's the best boy. So because I don't the thing is, so I like dogs, but I don't want a dog because a dog is too much responsibility for me. I am a cat person. I love dogs, but they're like toddlers. I will visit them and give them attention and hugs and all the things, and then I go home.
With me right now.
Yeah. I'll say this and then I will mute because I'll not. I did not want the dog. I specifically
said, boy.
No, I weighed out the pros and cons and did not want a dog. And the girlfriend of the time got the dog, even though I advised that it was not a good thing to get the dog. And then she could not look after the dog, and I was training the dog, and then I ended up with the dog. So I agree with you. You should not get a fucking dog like this. They're great and they're smart and they're wonderful. She chewed a phone I've had for 2002. My favorite phone of all time. That is a flip phone that I didn't even know where it was, right? I have saved this.
So it's your favorite phone of all time, but you didn't know where it was. Do you realize how that it's a contradictory statement?
I'm not even going to start. Okay?
I'm just saying.
There's my computer collection. Okay, there is motherboards there. There is
that puppy stage like being a toddler.
Coffee table. I have 2 computers on the coffee table. This is the laptop. this over here. Like, there's another 4 computers. I have 2. My living room is like a workshop. Okay, there's a lot of things going on. I'm converting this into like, do you know, like a smartwatch, and I want this to just Bluetooth to my really nice phone, and then I can answer calls and text people, and that's it. This can be in my pocket. This can be dropped. And my lovely
Thank
nice
you,
foldable phone.
Brian. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
Subscribe
That's
to
so
Max
great.
Pig too.
Yeah, you have the Math Picks channel. Do that. And
Yeah.
you subscribe to Bree's channel, Hive-Sci. Bree does a
Bree
lot
to
of stuff
Bree.
on like cryptozoology and debunking, and actually going into like history and like different types of animals and things like that, and go into folklore. So I highly recommend. So you should do that too. So go do that.
I'm hoping that Bree and I will still do this, but I talked about my echoing. I don't know how to stop it. I talked about in the chat discussing haunted plantation during Black History Month. So we're gonna do that. Hopefully we still do that on her channel when she sets that up.
That sounds cool. That sounds really fun. You'll have to come on and do an episode and talk about it during Black History Month and talk about like what you've been learning, because I'm sure you're gonna learn shit you didn't know about. And then you teach me shit.
You echoing too.
Teach me stuff. I am echoing. Okay. Which gets me to the point where I'm going to shut down now because I'm going to go over to Ben's channel. So Kelly, tell people where they can find you.
Say it one more time because you echoed really bad.
Tell people where they can find you.
Detroit Atheist Queen. That's my channel. And also Monday mornings, we're on the Daily Atheist Morning channel. Bree is one of my co-hosts for Java and Jugs, Monday 9 a.m. to 11.
Yeah, you do it on a day I can't do it, motherfuckers.
No, I would
hopefully
be
we can do
posting
something
the
in the
links for
evening,
these
the weekends or
channels.
something. Put you in there.
Helen, Smurf suit me in the chat, and I post all the links. Smurf suit me.
Okay, I will. You know where to find me. So also go to Math Pig's channel. What do you do? Are you doing any content, or are you just invading the atheist space?
Oh, you specifically said avoiding the atheist space. If I was doing that, I'd be avoiding you.
You're invading.
Oh, I'm invading.
You're invading.
I don't know. Sub to me, yes. I don't know. I might do a bi-monthly thing. I don't know. I've been thinking of some things. I don't know. I don't see the relevance anymore. Right? It's like it's all been lost. It's end the stream before I start. Like,
okay, so anyway,
it's not worth a good conversation, and it's a repeat of something that's happened before. I don't think it's worthwhile. Everybody has been around long enough, and fuck me, I'm sick of the Sky Daddy jokes. Have an actual, genuine conversation.
There you go. Have a genuine conversation, everybody. We're gonna take that away from Robbie. Go learn more
I'll put
stuff.
my link in your message thing for you to post. So I guess can we post links? Wait, I think my other channel.
You have to be me. I would have to give you permission. So
I think my other channel. I think I am admin. Let me moderator. Let me see.
You're gonna make me do stuff.
No,
I think I am. I can put
the link in.
And you haven't smurfed me up. Come on. Where's my smurf? Where's my smurf suit?
I listen, man. You got to remind me to do these things. I will smurf you. I just I forget to do shit.
Oh, that's a different thing.
I can't be required to do shit.
I'm not saying no. I'm just saying that's a different thing.
But I was gonna say, don't ask me to do shit, man.
I think I am. Let me pull it up if I'm admin on your.
Okay. So anyway, I'm all right. So anyway, everybody, do the thing, and I'm gonna shut things down. All right.
1 second.
All right.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna wait for Kelly to do the thing.
She do the thing.
Do the thing.
Come on with the thing.
We're gonna do a thing.
You know,
why is my internet being slow?
Fuck off, dog.
Steven doesn't want me to do things anymore.
I see Kelly moving.
Oh, you know what? So you want to hear a quick funny story? So,
now you come on, Dave, after we about to leave.
Yeah, Dave. Oh my God, dude, we're leaving. Oh my God, dude, I'm shutting down the store. I've been doing this since 7, man.
Bad deal.
All right, but guys, I am moving. I'm gonna go to Ben's channel and do trivia. Go to Dr. Ben's Twitch channel, and we're gonna go hang out. I'm gonna go hang out over there. So we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna say goodnight. So good night, bye. Good night, bye. And I will let you all know in the social medias when I'll be around. So bye.
Bye. So bye.
Bye, everyone. Good night.
Bye.